Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and got a good one for you. I'm out early, and overcast day again here in July, guys. Down by the boat, low tide, just crazy. But guys, we're about to lose it all right now, and we're going to cover all that today. But please take a second. A lot to cover today. Um, Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're on the email list. And today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, which I'll talk about later. But guess what, guys? Tomorrow's the big day. Finally, you're going to get the results of Christmas in May. And we've got gift cards. We've got gold. We had our sponsors give us away things. Just great stuff, guys. So thank you for your patience. It's been a lot dealing with my late girlfriend's estate. Been dealing with that, and I have to hire a new assistant, and I've been looking to do that, and it's been overwhelming to say the least. But your patience is appreciated, and you guys get thousands of dollars worth of prizes, so it's all worth the wait. But let's get right into it. The world is set up in such a way that you can go to different countries and have different ways of living, and you can look around the world, and people have told me lately, for some reason, a lot of people say, oh, you want to travel here, you want to travel there, this country is great, they're so nice, they're so great. And one thing that was great about the United States was our freedom, and the freedom to live, the freedom to work, the freedom to shop, the freedom to get a job, freedom of choice, freedom of everything. And look at this handsome guy I'm ripping down. Hi, buddy, how are you? Hi. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, well, good. That's a good sign then.
But it's like, don't jump on people.
Oh, it's all good. So, one thing that's happened lately is that we have less freedoms when it comes to everything. And because of societal issues with things like, we'll just start with retail theft, it has gotten completely out of control. I was in a major supermarket chain, and I don't want to say the name of the chain because I was buying all the gift cards, a bunch of them yesterday. And one thing I had to do was walk in and introduce myself. I need to talk to a manager because I'm buying thousands of dollars worth of gift cards. And how do you want me to pay for these? Is it cash? Can I put it on my, bank card? How can we do this? How big of a transaction? All this stuff that we had to ask. So it got the manager and the assistant manager over, and we just got to talking. Because let's take you on a separate register. Both great guys, both clearly in the, uh, you know, grocery business a while. One guy was about 20 years older than the other guy. So you had a kid, couldn't have been 30, okay, to say the least, but in management, so he's done well for himself. And the other guy, we were talking about jobs and making money and side hustles and what he's trying to do with different things. But we started talking about, the problem with crime in the grocery stores. Guys, it's so out of hand. It's so crazy here in California that these people cannot confront anybody. Why there is merchandise in stores right now is beyond me. And it is insane. It is absolutely unbelievable that people can walk in, steal things, and they're not allowed to confront these people. Okay? So they told me, it's bad, Dan. We just can't confront these people, can't stop them, can't do anything. We can get in trouble now if we do this. And which got to talking about a man who was fired and charged with a crime because he was at a store and people were stealing $500 worth of laundry detergent. Not a little bit. So how much is $500 worth of laundry detergent? They had carts full of laundry detergent, and this man started videotaping them, okay? And wanted to call the police, and he worked at the store. The store fired him for that. So again, we are losing it, guys. We're absolutely losing control of this. Now, the thing that started this conversation that I freaked out over is that one thing you guys are getting is Visa gift cards. And hey, I want to pay the processing fee so that they get a Visa gift card. If it says 25, 50, $100, that's what they get. Oh, okay, you just pay the fee up front, blah, 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 okay? Well, they had to do a verification on the Visa gift cards to make sure each Visa gift card was valid. This is why I'm not going to tell you where the store is at, because I was freaked out about this. Well, what do you mean? Well, what people do is they use a laser label that looks exactly like the Visa label and stick it on the Visa card. When you go buy it, grandma buys it for her grandson. Hey, congratulations on your birthday, congratulations on graduation, whatever. They get this Visa gift card, but because they put the different code on it, it goes to the gangster's card. Is that crazy? So they stop this. They look at this to make sure, okay, these are all valid, Dan. You're good. Huh? Who would worry about that? Who would think about that? So I was blown away, absolutely blown away by this. So there's that, and the crime issue, how this is getting out of control. This is just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But it's going to create a problem because they have, problems with hiring at these stores, which is a great job. They pay really well to work at a grocery store here in California. That's one thing. And just to get responsible, reliable people. Okay? You guys are on your feet all day. Isn't that great? Walking around, getting exercise, being fit. Okay? But the crime is an issue, and you can't stop people from stealing right now. Isn't that awful? That's just awful. We're going to do another U-turn just because these women are loud and walking by. So there was that, and that just floored me. So the other thing is, Yvonne sent me a great story about the first Dollar General that has no cashiers and no employees to it, and the story is below. And I was like, well, how is this going to work? Well, how it works is you can't enter the store without entering a payment method. Okay? So once again, we're losing it all. No more cash. You have to pay by credit or debit card. You have to be pre-authorized when you walk in the store. And once you grab something off the shelf and put it in your basket, you own it, guys. They're going to charge you. You walk out the store with it, and it's going to send you an immediate text. You don't talk to anybody. You don't speak to anybody. You don't interact with anybody. That is that. That's how it is. Okay? So is that a good thing? Now, this is failing at Amazon Fresh. People hate it. I went to an Amazon Fresh in Irvine, California. I'm like, wait, I got to register? Just want cheese. We're having tacos. And I told you guys about this 6 months ago. Well, no, I got to register. I got to buy this stuff. I don't want to do this. Okay, so what did I do? Went down the street, went to Ralph's down the street for that reason. So again, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Is it your freedoms? Do people like it? A lot of people hate talking to people. The one thing that the health crisis did is it made people not want to interact with other people. Okay, great. What's your dream store? And, Aldi and places like that where you just grab things, and they have a lot of self-checkouts, but they have a lot of people monitoring this stuff. Now, this Dollar General has got 60 cameras in the store, 60. So you're getting covered. Now, whether you'll be prosecuted if you stick, beef jerky in your pants, who knows? But that's what's going on right now. So it's crazy. But do you want that? Now, here's the thing, guys. When it comes to self-checkout, make sure you don't help anybody. Make sure you don't interact with anybody else, any other shoppers, anybody else, because people walk up to you and steal. I've seen people steal at the self-checkout. I've seen them do it at Walmart. I've seen them do it at Target. But you don't interact with those people, because what they'll do is a person that's paying their bills, they'll come back to you later and say that you stole a TV set. Something crazy. That's what happens. There's an attorney online that says never use the self-checkout. So there's that. But what this does also is it takes away jobs, which leads to this next part. Ruth sent me a great story, which I was like blown away, wrote me a detailed story. Ruth said, Dan, I want a job. Everybody should go out and get a job. Aren't we supposed to work right now? Well, she went to apply for a job, and they wanted all this data from her. Hi, you want to work here? We want your web traffic. We want your website history. We want to know all your social media accounts that you're on. We want to know your biometric data. We want your palm print, handprint, fingerprint, and we want your eye scan. Huh? are you talking about? I want a job here. So no, you're going to give up every ounce of freedom that you possibly have, everything, if you want to work here. So guys, again, we're losing it all. This is going to happen to where you're going to lose absolutely every ounce of freedom that you have as a result of all this theft and everything that's happening. But, think about this. What websites have you searched lately? Now, Ruth seemed like a nice person, but do you really want them looking at photos of you at your cousin's wedding? Do you want them looking at your high school reunion that's coming up? Do you want that stuff? Seriously. Well, you want to work here, that's what you got to give up. No. Pass. And again, no privacy, nothing normal anymore. Okay? Gonna lose it all, guys. Gonna lose it all. Look at this bird staking out in the low tide. I'll get a better shot of him in a second. But this is what you're giving up, guys. You're giving up the freedom, okay, of everything. And once again, antisocial people that don't talk to anybody, okay? No. I'm telling you this right now. I don't care when you work for me. I don't care about your past and stuff like that. Oh, you've been divorced? Oh, let's talk to them. I had a landlord once say, I want to talk to, do you have any ex-girlfriends, any ex-spouse, anybody that we can talk to? Why? What possible good would come out of that conversation? Well, I just want to know how bad it is. Huh? Okay. She's like, I don't have problems with my exes. Okay, maybe you don't have exes then. Anyways, gonna lose it all, guys. So, share your thoughts on this stuff. I always like coming out here early like this because you see things like these boats that clean the, they've got the moorings where the boats tie to the moorings, and they clean all the gack off the moorings, the barnacles and the shenanigans that grows on it. You always wondered, hey, it just disappeared all of a sudden. Nope, a guy scrapes it. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Am I out of line? Is Ruth out of line? Hey, Ruth, guess you're not going to have a job, No, I think Ruth's spot on. You know what? What if you don't get the job and you've given all this out? Okay? What sicko is going to look at your past history? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, Dan's got a lot of pictures of his late girlfriend on his social media sites. You know what I mean? No, none of your business. None of your business. Okay? It gets to a point that you have to draw a line with this stuff. And we are losing it all. Freedom from shopping, freedom of choice. The gangsters are winning right now, guys. That's the truth. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. As we look at the instability of the stock market, and as I film this video, it's dropping like a rock. You need to protect yourself. You need to protect your family, and you need to get yourself into a safe haven investment like gold. The best place to do that, Patriot Gold Group. Call them today, 888-330-1431, and let them know that I allegedly sent you. They have a no fee for life IRA, a 401k, but they are the best in class service, #1 rated with Consumer Affairs for 7 years in a row now. Protect yourself, people. The government is spending out of control. They're not doing anything to protect us. The Fed next meeting, they're going to raise interest rates, and you need to do something about this because people like BlackRock, people like Blackstone have all predicted that there's going to be a problem with mortgages, there's going to be a problem with business in general, and you need to protect yourself now before it's too late. Get yourself into gold, call them today, get the free investor guide, and find out how gold can make a big difference in you and your family's life. 888-330-1431. Let them know that I allegedly sent you. Now, the non-farm payroll report just came out, and boy, was it fantastic. First of all, I've used ADP for businesses in the past to do my payroll, and they were a great company. But as far as this payroll report, I think that this is complete, 100% shenanigans every time they issue it. there's something missing, and then it gets corrected by the feds like a week or two later. So great payroll report, everything's good, everybody's getting jobs. But while unemployment, seems like there's more people fighting for unemployment, what are we going to do with this? Well, let's look at some things. Through history, there have been things that are great, and there's a great article out of Barron's that I found that covers all of them. Have you heard of the underwear index? Okay, well, there's this one. Men's underwear sales generally go down in a recession because, they got just a couple holes in it. I'll keep these underwear for a while. So right now, men's underwear are still going at not a record pace, but they're not dropping right now. Now, one thing that I think about is that in this world, we have companies like Tommy John and all these different companies that are out making men's underwear and making men's underwear subscriptions that a lot of people buy. Want to know why? Because men are lazy. Oh my gosh, every 6 weeks, I get 2 pair of underwear. Okay, well, that's great. 6, 8, whatever these guys want. And those companies are doing okay. Okay, if that's your thing. Okay. Next one is the champagne index. Do people buy champagne? In times that are good, the roaring 20s, you would see bubbly flowing. People going out, dates. Let's get some champagne. Let's celebrate Tuesday night. Okay. Champagne just starting to curtail. Okay. So the champagne index is off. Next one is dining. Dining had a surge after the health crisis, and now dining in the wrong time of the year is starting to curtail. People are spending money differently when it comes to dining out. And once again, I had a guy send me a TikTok, which I wish I could send you because a lot of you guys aren't on TikTok, but he was at Red Robin. Red Robin has a variety of burgers. It's a burger joint. And this guy went there with his wife 2 years ago. And one thing that he did, which was kind of flukish, was she was coming. He says, do you want me to order for you? Here's a picture of the menu. Click, and took a picture of the menu. And now he went back 2 years later, and the prices have almost doubled in price. And you had burgers that were as low as $6.99. And one thing about Red Robin that they do is all the premium burgers are on top. The cheapo burgers are on the bottom. But you know what? It's a hamburger, guys. It's not, okay, it doesn't have bacon, doesn't have the Gruyere cheese. It doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. But it's a cheeseburger, guys. And that's the cheapest stuff is on the center bottom of the menu, which is something good to know. So he sent that wow, who can afford this? This is the cheapo $6.99 burger is now, over $10. Okay, a huge difference, guys. But food inflation, which has gone up 49%, 49% in the last year, 49%. But food has not gone up. Okay, you people in the UK, you're at 8.6%, I was told today, and it's good. It's going down. Finally, you're seeing food down. There's lies in my video description that you can read, which are called stories from these different various news outlets that are not telling the truth. Okay, so read them, because I'm telling you guys, I use over 50 sources to get this, plus the hundreds of stories that you guys send me. This is insane. This is not true at all, that food inflation is going down. And hey, the people in the UK, they finally feel good because they're going to get a summer relief of food relief. Okay, no, pass. So the next one is lipstick. Think about this. Women during a recession spend more money on lipstick. I'm like, why? Well, it's the least expensive thing to do that you can put on makeup to make yourself look better and make yourself pop, is what that says. Read the Barron's article. So lipstick sales haven't really popped yet. So we're not in a recession. And a recession is defined, if you listen to Barron's now, a recession is defined as significant downturns in the economy, which according to them, we haven't had yet. Your life has not changed during this time, according to Barron's, which is an absolute lie, which is just not true at all. But lipstick sales have not, taken off yet. So things are still good. Okay. Final one, which is the library index. I can't believe I remembered all these. Library index. During downturns, people go to the library. And right now, library attendance has not gone up. Look at New York City. Library attendance has not gone up. Well, horrible example, Barron's, because I'm sure that would be a place to get robbed, would be going, hey, let's go rob those people at the library. Okay? That's my thinking. Share your thoughts. And again, we're losing all our freedoms. We're losing everything. And free internet, free books, free reading, free entertainment. You know, you can rent books, you can rent videos. That's a great thing that friends of mine taught me when I was such a movie hound. One thing I had was while I was married and I was studying film, I would buy many DVDs when they were expensive and have the video commentary. And I learned more from that and going to film school than I ever did from, you know, anything else. Okay. But one thing that was funny during my divorce was they gave me all the DVDs. And so I had boxes and boxes of DVDs. And a couple years later, my kids were over unpacking the DVDs, and I go to look at them. I open up the DVDs, and every single DVD, the case was there. They were all empty. My ex-wife took the DVDs out of the case. Now, at the time, it was very funny to me because it was so petty and so ridiculous, but literally thousands and thousands of dollars worth of DVDs. So you have to go to the library at times to watch movies and get movies, and it's a great place to do it for free. Remember that. So anybody have anything petty done to them like that? Or did you do anything petty? Even better. You know what I did to my ex-husband? You know what I did to my ex-wife? Let me know, okay? Man, I could go on for days. I had jobs, guys, that I went and interviewed for jobs, and it just happened to be kind of a subset of the industry that she was in. And guess what? She found out about it, and guess what? I didn't get the job. So I could go on for days about stuff like this, but share your thoughts on this stuff. So once again, you know, Ruth wants to work and give us everything. Give us your footprint too. When are they going to ask for that one? Now, to continue with this theme, one thing that's fascinating is that everything's great, everything's good, you got nothing to worry about, but bankruptcies. Bankruptcies are up 68%. Filings in 2023. So people are filing bankruptcy at a record pace right now. Right now, if you continue, you will see bankruptcies at the highest level that they've been in history right now, if it continues at this pace. Oh, well, that's interesting. Here's the other stigma about this, guys, is that people that are upside down financially, because everybody wants to be the cool kid on the block, lie about their financial situation. One thing that's funny is one of my high school reunions is coming up, and we're going to play a game where you guys are going to guess. I think I said it already, but you guys can guess to imagine which one this is. And they invited me to do this, and I got out of it being part of the committee, other than the fact that I helped them get the hotel room, because people fly in from around the world, Sweden and New York and all around the country, Florida, all over the place, and they need a place to stay. And they can stay wherever they want. No, you got to have them in one spot, and you got to get them a deal on this. And that's what Dan was good at, and that's what Dan did. So people that are filing bankruptcy at a record pace, get yourself ready. If you are upside down financially, do not kid yourself. If you are contemplating doing this, do not kid yourself. But you have to have a plan. For the first time ever, you didn't plan well financially. And yes, there are things that happen. There's health issues, there's lawsuits, there's business closures, there's things that happen that nobody can plan. And I understand that. But as far as your game plan for bankruptcy, you need to have that. I had a man write me, because we talk about side hustles and getting a second job and things like that. I had a man write me and said, listen, I'm kind of an expert on going bankrupt, Dan, because I've done it 3 times. And I'm really good at it. And I think that I could benefit people and explain the process to them. And I thought, what a great idea. You should write an ebook for this. But you have to understand that people are strapped when they are searching for this information, and you'd need to sell it for under 20 bucks. And never heard back from him. I don't know if he did it or not, but a great idea, because who wouldn't read that? Hey, I'm an expert at this. Let me tell you what to expect. Let me tell you what the court hearings are like. Let me tell you what you can discharge, what you can't discharge. And I'm not giving you legal advice, but I'm just giving you social advice from my experience. I'd read that book, if I was in upside down financially. So we're seeing more of this right now. But again, it's so crazy. People want to be the cool person. People want to be the person that doesn't have a care in the world. People want to look rich and not be rich. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So next thing is, once we sign the debt ceiling debacle, the debt ceiling within a month since that time has gone up 851. The debt has gone up $851 billion. These drunken fools that have a credit line have just spent our money into oblivion. Your great, great, great grandchildren are in debt to their eyeballs with this. That's what's happening right now before our eyes. Okay? So keep going, guys. Keep spending, spend. One thing that's funny is when you have a story come out with certain people that make claims, you often have other people interview this person. Paul Krugman, Nobel laureate. Well, now he's on the Elon Musk kick. And I thought, oh, this is part of the same story I talked about yesterday. No, this is a new story. Paul Krugman, Nobel laureate, said that most tech titans are grifters. Most tech titans are Nobel laureates and charlatans. And I'm like, wait a second, this guy's running the largest car company. Yeah, he's done a lot of things, but you're going to call this guy a grifter? The reason for this is that Elon Musk says that, yeah, there's going to be an economic downturn and we're going to see this become an issue. Oh, we can't say that. I just told you that everything was great in the economy, that we don't have a care in the world. There's no money issues. There's nothing to worry about. So next thing, think about this. Jobs report comes out and everything's fantastic, but there's 105 million people out there that are not actively looking for a job. Why? Who's paying for them? They live with mom and dad? Are they 40 living with mom and dad? I mean, come on. I got a few years off, above 40. I am telling you, I have heard about people my age that still live with their parents. Isn't that crazy? Okay. And the house is not nice. It's not an estate. It's nothing crazy. It's just degeneracy. And, going off mom and dad. July 4th was the hottest day of the year in the United States, but it was also a day of rain. My son goes to college in another state, and they got, they got to have no fireworks. Sorry about that. Now, have you guys ever had something delivered by drone? Pizzas, anything. GNC, the vitamin company, they're starting to do drone delivery for people. And it's saving a ton on postage. Okay, I am telling you, when does somebody get injured with one of these things? When does that happen? Hey, your psyllium husk for your colon cleanse is here. You know what I mean? Come on, okay? Isn't that ridiculous? So GNC is starting drone delivery in certain areas. So lucky you, okay? Share your thoughts on that one. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories and throw them all together. So first things first, distressed companies are feeling the pinch. They're at a tipping point because of interest rates. They are having problems with financing. They're having problems with inventory, credit, paying their bills, and of course, getting that thing called a customer. Okay, great article below about that. Lori Logan, one of the Fed presidents, I believe Dallas Fed president, said interest rates need to go up much more. So you distressed companies out there, if you think there's going to be a reprieve from interest rates going up, you're kidding yourself. They're going to go up at least 1/4 point in July, and it's going to go up from there. Now the next thing is car payments. Car payments. You've got more car payments that are at $1,000. Almost 30% of the payments now are above $1,000. Where do you guys get this money from? Never had $1,000 a month car payment, and I never would. I'd rather buy something used and call it my own. Okay? That's the way to do it, guys. But look how cool I look, Dan, in this car. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. Bill Ackman is saying he's going to sound the bell and sound the alarm again because no one's taken him seriously for Jamie Dimon to become president of the United States. Once again, I like Bill Ackman as a billionaire. He's one of my favorite billionaires out there because he's got some sense. Exactly. I don't know if he's sniffing glue on this one, but I think he's out of his mind thinking that Jamie Dimon should be president. Bill Ackman wants to be Treasury Secretary. Let me know what you think about that one. Final story. Sometimes I like to read the Smoking Gun, which is like the arrest records and crazy stuff that happens around the country. There was a guy, which has got the greatest name in the world, Miles Taz Jenkins. His middle name is Taz. Okay, that's his real name, Taz. Hey, Taz, how's it going? Okay, well, Taz worked at a 7-Eleven, and a woman came in, and over payment, she was a little, upset, and things didn't work out, and the payment didn't go through. And Miles, Taz, let's just call him Taz. Taz got a little angry and whipped a big gulp and threw it at her. Okay, that's the big, large drink. And from what it sounds like, it was the 44-ouncer, so she just got pelted. But then called the police, and Miles, Taz Jenkins, Taz, got arrested for that. Okay? Isn't that great? So, if you guys ever get any good stories like that, I had a flurry of stories that you guys would send me where people were upset with food safety. One of my favorite restaurants had a cockroach infestation one day when I went by there, and I've never been back since. And they said, yeah, we're closing for staffing issues. Yeah, you had staffing because you had too many cockroaches hired. So let me know. You guys ever had that happen to you? Share your thoughts on that one. Christmas in May is finally here, and you will get the results tomorrow. So make sure you're on the email list. If you have signed up for Christmas in May, make sure you check your spam filter because you're getting notified by email first. Okay? Lots of gift cards. You got gold, you got silver, you got giveaways from the sponsors. Finally. Okay? If you want to send me a story, send it at hello@iallegedly.com. Just a beautiful early morning. Share your thoughts. I'll see you guys soon. Onward and upward.